Greetings from Adithya School of Business Management, Coimbatore. Today is an auspicious day. We are assembled here with eminent expert panel guests from different parts of the world and the participants from different colleges, the students of Adithya School of Business Management and faculty team. On behalf of our chairman, Engineer Sukumaran sir, and the managing trustee, Mr. Praveen Kumar, and the faculty team and students of Adithya School of Business Management, we welcome all of you for this occasion, ASBM Shark Tank International B-Plan Contest 2022. It's organized by ASBM Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Cell in association with Axon Consultancy Private Limited, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We are partnered with University Science Malaysia, Penang, Chongqing Christian University, Taiwan, and Britannia University, France for our academic collaborations. And this ASBM Shark Tank project is a dream project of our chairman, Engineer Sukumaran sir, who has a dream to make at least 50% of every class to become entrepreneurs. In line with that, he was always advising us, supporting us to have such programs to bring up standards and creating awareness on entrepreneurship. What are the possibilities? Everyone can think differently of going to work, how they can become to have a startup. That is the goal of our institution, our Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Cell's motto. In line with, we have organized this Shark Tank project, International Business Plan Contest. There are 70 over teams have come forward and they have registered and they have sent their business plans and themes and they wanted to participate. After which we have shortlisted selective teams and we have got them to come over and present it with the eminent personalities and the expert panel here with us. So that is again the motto of creating awareness and making you having that initiation and seeing the opportunities of going forward to have startup opportunities in future. We have 3 members from ASBM, Afnan, Angel Yolini and Alen Johnson. They are going to present about battery swapping business plan in this ASBM Shark Tank to the expert panel. Yes, we can proceed, Angel.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Angel Yalini. Our business plan is about setting up a battery swapping station. Our startup name is AAA Battery, an extra power for extra miles. Our mission is to put smart portable electric power within the use of every EV user. Our vision is to be the global market leader in the battery swapping technology. Let's see what battery swapping is. Battery swapping is basically the charging method for the electric vehicles in which we replace the depleted battery with a fully charged one instead of charging the battery. An allied market research says that the electric vehicle battery swapping business will be worth of $852 million by 2030. So we have a greater scope for this business. Battery swapping is generally swapping of batteries, which eliminates the longer time of recharging. It also extends the range of EV users, where charging a battery takes up to 8 hours. Swapping a battery just takes 2 to 5 minutes. EV user can enter into a battery swapping station, can switch their battery within 2 to 5 minutes, and they can move off. As battery swapping essentially acts like refueling, users of EV can quickly go to the battery hub, as I said earlier, and they can swap batteries and drive out within few minutes. And there are also certain government policies towards EVs, in which battery swapping will be a promising solution to the adoption of EV in India. And here we have a video for your analysis. This is how a battery swapping station will be set up, and the customers can come in and take up the swap the batteries and go on. Now I hand over the session to Afnan.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. So coming to the SWOT analysis of our company, coming to the strength, we have advanced battery technology, so and environmental friendly. So coming to the opportunities, more reach on EV technology, greater benefit of tax breaks from government, increasing concern about global warming causing increase more opportunity, and eliminating longer recharging time. This is the main opportunity we are focusing. Coming to the weakness, the high maintenance cost with the batteries, and we have a low finance profile. Coming to threats, introduction of new startup in industry, increase in electric price, limited EV support infrastructure. So we are currently focusing segmenting by two-wheelers, three-wheelers, passenger vehicle, three-wheeler in light commercial vehicle, and four-wheelers. We are primarily locating in Chennai, Coimbatore, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Cochin, mainly populated areas in South India. So we are targeting mainly EV users and setting up swapping stations in petrol bunks, mall, parking lot, hospitals, and movie theaters and other entertainment areas. So we are mainly focusing on digital marketing. So my colleague Alen
You're not audible.
Just
unmute, yeah, speak.
So my colleague Alen will give more explanation about battery swapping stations.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Electrical battery swap station can be divided into several parts like power supply system, charging system, battery rack, battery swap system, monitoring system, and station power supply system, and so forth. And here we see the
Yes, speak.
Okay, sir. Here we are going to see how the battery swapping station works. When the EV cars arrive to the station and demand their battery swapping service and swap the battery with the fully charged batteries, and after that the charging slots will be refill the batteries. This is how the work of battery swapping station done. And next we are going to see the finance plan and break even. The estimate budget is approximately 80 billion rupees. Setting a battery swapping station requires an investment of 1 million rupees per station. And we anticipated that the break-even will attain within 18 months and return of investment within 2 years. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, good presentation. Now the panel.
If I can go first, I think it's a very good proposition. But again, how big is the EV business in India now? That's something I am not aware. I'm not clear about. But if I were to look at the EV business in Malaysia now, it is very small. Particularly if you are talking about scooters and all that. It is just in the infancy stage. It's just starting, and probably this is something that that will become very viable maybe 3 years or 2 years down the road, right? That's one thing. Number two is, I'm from a semiconductor industry, and we can see that the charging capability, right? That is what we call as an accelerated charge, right? It's actually it's coming up faster and faster. That means you can actually charge a battery in a very fast, very short time. So I'm seriously thinking whether is this business something is sustainable, right? Because it doesn't take like 2 hours or 3 hours to charge a battery. You can see that battery can be charged within like 10 minutes and the kind of things. So you have to really look at your proposition, whether your proposition is something workable at the end of the day, because maybe it's something that that's working today, maybe in some Western countries and all that, where they have a big EV presence, but 2 years down the road, when you are in their shoes, maybe technology would have moved, and by then, because of the fast charging capabilities and all that, people may not want to do battery swapping.
Yeah. You take note of it, students. Yeah. So as imitation is possible, and also that there is an alternate for this, easy alternate you have for this. So
they would prefer to just charge themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and direction. But so you have to seriously look at your business proposition. Yeah. That's my comment.
That's a very good insight for you to take note of it and further study.
Yes.
Next.
Angel and Afnan, this is interesting what you are doing, first of all, and this comes under my industry, I would say, because we are quite related to EV and solar industry. So the first question, battery swapping, the market is there for, I would say, next 10 years. But after that, obviously, as Mahendran said, that there is a technology is growing very fast in order to charge the battery within an instant of time. So, okay, how the standardization is happening in India? Do you have any clue? Like, standardization means that every EV vehicle will have a different set of batteries. Okay, we cannot swap the battery of two-wheeler to four-wheeler, right? And we cannot swap the battery which are having, let's assume, 10 kilo or 5 kilowatts or 2 kilowatts to 3 kilowatts and a different capacity. So what is the perspective you are understanding from the standardization towards battery swapping? Do you have any clue?
Sir, we are actually giving for two-wheelers, we are actually giving one battery. And coming to the three-wheelers, the charge requirement is higher. So it's need two batteries. And coming to four-wheeler, it needs 3 to 4 batteries, depend upon the power of the car. So,
okay, and these kind of setup is very capital intensive, right? So what is the break even you will cross? How many years it will take? Because you need to invest a huge capital actually for setting up one station. So do you have any idea about break even? How long it takes? Actually, that we are also understanding the market and designing the break even point. So do you have any idea till date? Have you?
You have a good investor in front of you. Mr. Shubham Charan can invest in your business. You know, if you really can give a good break even, why not? Yeah.
It's actually it's
I think I'm having some network issue. Just a minute.
Yeah, they have mentioned 18 months, you know, like break even, and 2 years after return on investment ROI they wanted to provide. In the slides, they have mentioned it.
Yeah.
So that is something good, pretty like within 2 years, it's good to establish and bring back. It's going to be viable and good investment for the investors, I would say. Yeah. So you need to do a lot of work on this.
Idea, I would say the best idea till now over all the PPT what we have seen. Yeah.
Dr. Suhail? Yeah.
EV is very common in China, very common. In fact, the China government give the levy while the motorbike or what they drive without license also EV they allow, while the others they don't. So your swapping battery or charging all depends on the cost. If it's cost effective, people will go for swapping. If not, people still will prefer your charging. So you need to do your financial calculation a bit carefully and do the market feasibility in context of India, the region you mentioned, right? That's all. Thank you.
That's really good insight, like your mobile phones, electronics and electrical goods. Anything you get it, suddenly the imitated products are coming from our neighboring countries. You could see the cheapest, like as Dr. Mahendran said as well, things are, the viability is something very important for all of you to think and work on it. Maybe the expert, Mr. Shubham, is in this particular industry. The imitation is going to be fast. It's possible very fast. And, your investment is so huge, as again, they have mentioned. So how you are going to make it sustainable in future, that is a question mark. Do a careful study and move forward.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.